My friends, we have Charlotte Iserbyt with us. We're not going to go too far into overdrive because the first hour was pretty powerful rants and information. But Charlotte is our guest right now, an amazing lady, the author of Deliberate Dumbing Down of America, now out of print. But you can go to her website and read it free online. Very gracious of her, but all she wants is justice. When you realize how oppressive and anti-freedom these New World Order architects are, you just want to defeat them. I mean, because our children, our grandchildren, humanity has no future. And we've got to get good people rallied against it. But I kind of ended that last hour scrambled there, trying to apologize to Georgia and other people that were patiently holding that we're going to try to go to. But just finishing up with Charlotte Iserbyt, any other points that you've got or questions for Aaron Dykes?
Well, we could probably talk all day as we did before in the interview, but I just wanted to thank you again for speaking with us and all the interesting stuff that you brought out.
Oh, is that Aaron?
Yes, it's Aaron Dykes. He's here with you.
Hello, Aaron. Yeah, well, thank you.
Of course.
Thank you, Aaron. We send you our best from here, and I just am very grateful that you guys are there because I don't know that there's any other group that's doing anything like you are doing, and your listeners all know that the Council for National Policy is just as evil as the Council on Foreign Relations. So the left and the right have the same agenda. And so we've got to understand that. And once we do understand that, we can work together sort of in the middle. And
let's briefly talk about the Council for National Policy, because the Hunt brothers, if I'm not incorrect, set that up. And some evidence showed they were actually against the globalist. But then it got infiltrated and taken over, or was it always bad? Because I've had people on, and folks have pointed this out, I wasn't even really aware of it until the last decade. And some people, kind of on the left say, oh, it's even more powerful. They kind of make it a left-right paradigm. But I see CFR, Council for National Policy. A lot of people in both groups are kind of like porch masons. They're not at the top of the pyramid, but certainly now the Council for National Policy, there's no doubt it's promoting a globalist agenda. I mean, what's your view on it?
Oh, I believe so. I mean, if you take, NAFTA, Richard Allen, he was with Reagan, right, in the Reagan White House, and he was fired because he accepted a wristwatch from the Japanese, and he went to work for the Heritage Foundation. And he's Council for National Policy, and that's Heritage Foundation. Ed Fulner, who set up an office in Moscow when the wall came down. These are CNP people, but Richard Allen wrote NAFTA. And, so people have got to understand that, although, Heritage Foundation, turns out all these wonderful reports and everything that 90% of which you could agree with, but 10% of what they're doing is really even more important than the 90% because they have the globalist agenda. They love the UN. They want an international system. They, of course, think they're going to run it. But they're going to run it with Rockefeller and everybody else. It's a very, very bad, or bad's hardly the word. It's a very deceitful, deceptive group that I found out through trying to work with them. They hate me, but Roz Haley from Texas, down there where you guys are, she was lovely, like the grande dame of the Council for National Policy. And she's a close friend of Norman Dawes. She and I put together a project to get out of the UN, a really good project. And we sent letters to 300 or more members of the Council for National Policy to help us. Samuel, my son, typed all the labels out of the computer. This was 15 years ago. We didn't get one single response, even though Roz Haley was highly thought of in the Council for National Policy.
Charlotte, this segment's over, but now I want to get you back on about the CMP and the infiltration of conservative movements by the globalists. This is, because just like Skull and Bones, you've got Democrats and Republicans from there, correct?
You absolutely do, and I think they're more dangerous. I think that the neoconservatives are more dangerous than the left, because the left tells the truth, as bad as it is. They don't lie all the time to us. We know what they're doing, but the right wing is lying.
Incredible. I'm going to have you back on then soon on the CMP. Stay with us, folks. This is important. We'll be right back.